Hello, everyone. So we are here again. I'm trying to invite my friend Yael to join us. It's an urgent call after what's happened. Important now to try and to talk about some concerns that we both have that just happening right now all over the world. Hello, Yael. How are
Hi
you?
there. Chanukah Sameach. Happy Chanukah.
Happy Hanukkah. So we can say, I don't know if you agree with me that the moment before we decide we gonna light the candles in Hanukkah, we decided to jump on this urgent call, right?
Yes.
Where can we start? Like I felt today that it's a very happy holiday to talk about the fact that we can, with a small light, we can just um, defeat the darkness. Um, but today when I woke up and the first thing that I saw after a couple of hours on my phone was like these terrifying videos from Australia.
Yeah.
And the first thing I was thinking of, and I would love to hear your thoughts, is that if usually it came from for me as something that's happening in a lot of Muslim communities, now I see that there is kind of influencers from the Christian communities that pushing agenda of against Israel and against the Jewish people. And I just want to say before I would give you to respond, and I would really love to hear your thoughts about it. You have a bigger perspective maybe than me. Um, that it's not that I'm standing here and saying that Israel is perfect and the Jewish people are perfect and people need to stand with Israel, doesn't matter what. But I just saw so many videos with so many fake news and terrible things that at the end of the videos, it's always like there is like a bad Jewish person or like blaming the Jews about a lot of crazy things. So I felt that it will be like an important call to talk a little bit about it because we saw it in history, right?
Wow. Yeah, you covered so much there, and it's so relevant for today. The darkness that we're seeing today is a darkness that's not new. We're seeing not only the attacks where so many people are killed, and it's not limited to Australia, it's not limited to America, it's not limited to Europe, it's not limited to Israel. And yet, as we both know, it's not limited just to the Jews. That what do they say? No Jews, no news. But I'm following Christians being killed every single day across Africa, across the Arab world. The fellowship was inside of Syria, building medical clinics and distributing food to persecuted Christians because the
Wow.
Christian community is under attack. And so we have to wake up to this darkness and to learn from history. And so what I see now is we're lighting the Hanukkah candles. And I was just in New York. So it's not just Hanukkah. I saw the huge Christmas trees across New York City and the Chanukiot, the menorahs that are all in the public square. And I think the message is so meaningful and powerful, and something we all need to internalize, that when darkness grows, we can't just retreat. We can't apologize for our faith. We can't hide our faith. It's a time specifically to bring it to the public square and values that we hold dear, which sanctifies life. It needs to be in the public square. And we have to show that we're not going to cower, because the best way to respond to darkness is with light. And there are so many people yet here who are sitting behind their computer with self-righteous anger. They feel like they're making a difference as they're, sitting behind their computer and being angry. That doesn't make a difference. Making a difference means going out and doing something to bring light, feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, sheltering the poor. So I hope that this will serve as a wake-up call, especially during the holidays, that Jews and Christians are in this together. It's not new. And the only way we'll get through it is by standing together and bringing light and bringing life.
Wow. First of all, thank you. I needed this strength a little bit today. I will share you my concern if I can be more specific. I don't want to use names or something, but I saw so many videos that talking about a Jewish or Israeli agenda that's standing behind so many things. So I felt that, again, I don't need to agree with everything that Israel do, and I'm not saying to all of our Christian friends that they need to agree about everything Israel do. We also disagree with a lot of things sometimes that the government do. Depends with government and what they do. It's a democrat country, but I see like the more and more mainstream media, I don't know, podcast or mainstream influencers that's starting to talk really serious, or maybe to interview people that are talking really seriously about things that are their source of the information that they bring is so ridiculous. For example, I saw a video a couple of days ago, someone saying that one rabbi, his name is Shabtai Tzvi, that he is the source of, and this is who the Jewish people follow. And I try to explain to my friends, like, listen, you don't need to agree with everything that Israel do, but for example, this Shabtai Tzvi, it's a rabbi that was banned, and all the Jewish rabbis all over the world till today disagree with what he done, and he also converted to Islam. So this is just one example for someone that's standing in front of the camera, have a lot of followers, standing right in front of the camera and saying such a, I don't know, fake things and information that it's not true. And on it, they build sometimes terrible things, an agenda against Israel. I see people talk about Israel involved in 9/11. Again, I don't want to get into specific detail, but what I'm trying to say is that it just reminds me a terrible time in history. And I remember that Charlie Kirk used to answer all the time for people. He used to say, if you blame everything on in your life, that you blame the Jews about everything in your life, the problem is not about the Jews only. It's about you. You will never solve this problem in your life. So this is kind of a calling, as you said, to the people that think, and the people that feels that they know that it's not true. I feel that I can say for myself that I need you, like the people of Israel, we need you to stand against this I don't know, a movement that I feel that it starts with words, it ends with a Jewish blood. We saw it in history, we saw it today, and I think today it's a wake-up call for us to say that we love the Jewish community. We love the Jewish community. We love the Christian community. We feel that these communities need to come more and more together. But we need our Christian friends, to stand against these terrifying messages that we see that are growing. Do you agree with me? Maybe I'm exaggerated or something.
Yair, I think that this is the definition of spiritual warfare. That what we're seeing is a spiritual war that's happening, that's taking the form in lies, that's taking the form in hatred, that's taking the form in blaming the Jewish people for everything. And I would even ask the people watching this, how many Jews around the world do you think there are? Right? How many Jews, like, we hear so much about how the Jews are controlling the media, the Jews are controlling, and if we're controlling the media, we're not doing a very good job considering everyone is against us, that we're controlling the money, that we're controlling Hollywood, that we're controlling everything. How many Jews around the world do you think there are? Write in the comments how many Jews you think there are in the entire world, and we'll get to it soon, Yair and I. But this is the definition of spiritual war.